So I'm going to continue. That got cut short. So Adam Bartholomew was like, I do this, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, my daughter's not talking to me right now. And I was like, well, maybe you should write her letters every day. Just to let her know that you're near and that you're thinking about her while she's not talking to you. And she can go read it on her own time and not be in her face. And I tried talking to him and being cool to him too. But he was like, I'm gonna be the one that talks to you through this. That you're gonna feel comfortable around me again. And I was like, right on, that's cool. Not that I'd ever been around him, but you're gonna feel comfortable in life again. I'm gonna be the one. And I was like, that's really cool. That's a neat thing to say. There's some depth there. I like that. And so I was cool with him. I sent him a picture of me and Crush at Crush's 8th grade graduation. He was going to California to open up a rehab, is what I was told. But I sent him a picture from me and Crush at graduation and didn't really hear back from him. But then when I did, he was like, I'm in California. This won't work, which is fine. But why the fuck? Why the fuck would you be like, I'm gonna be the one, I'm gonna be, like, and then just do that, like, a douche, right? So I fucking annihilated him in words, and I was like, well, I hope you don't fucking treat your patients the same way, because you're gonna fuck them up with some weird shit. You don't tell them that shit, you don't do that shit to people, like, and I wasn't all in love with him. I had one conversation, but it piqued my interest, right? Like, okay, that's cool, I'm into that. And so I annihilated him by words, like a motherfucker. But I went to Lori's to smoke some pot one night, and I told Lori what I did, because we talked about all that shit. And I was like, I annihilated him. And she was like, maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you just shouldn't do that. And I was like, well, I grasp it. However, I have an inability to not say that shit. An inability to not annihilate you if you're a fucking asshole to me. And I'm proud of it, actually. I feel like I'm standing up for myself, and I don't want to hide it, and I don't want to just, at some point I will just walk away. At some point I will just ignore it completely, which is what I'm trying to do here. But I'm currently in the state where I have to talk shit because it's part of my healing process. I have to stand up for myself. And I'm not calling him a bitch. I'm still being very, I wouldn't say professional, but kind, gentle, or human in my words of annihilation. They're just honest. And, so that's where I'm at right now. I got a little heightened by the Katrina thing because that was new. So that I went nuts on. That was like if I was in a relationship with somebody and I needed to beat ass because they popped up on me. That's how I felt the last 8 months about Rat. Now I'm at a point where I can just say it with words. And I've healed it at least to that point. Because I was ready to... I just couldn't, I didn't have a nice word to say, and I said it very meanly, but it's been getting around these stupid fuckers, and that's how heightened and triggered I was when all of this shit came into my life, because I've never experienced anything like this kind of abuse, and I feel like my reaction was pretty low-key, even though it was wilder than I've ever been in my entire life, pretty low-key for what this deserves, to be honest. So, I'm back to my word annihilations and my slapping of myself. It was because I knew that they would feel the slaps harder than I did. And I didn't feel them at all. They would just go away from me, so I'd hit myself, and they'd be like, oh, what fucking thing are you gonna say? And I'd be like, what are they? My just barely stung. So I really got to fuck them up that way, which was awesome as fuck. It was the one way I felt like I could fucking come at them and they could feel what the fuck I was going through. And I tried to get them to stop, but they didn't. It was me calling them out in a fight, them refusing to show up, and me realizing, oh shit, I could just hit myself and hit them pretty goddamn hard. So that's what I did. It's totally what I did. I have no problem doing it. I was hitting myself in my vagina and my butt because they were butt sexing me and vagina sexing me very scarily. burned it with a heating pad and a hair dryer, actually fighting them. It was my way of kicking their ass, because it just didn't hurt me for shit. I'll tell you that. It didn't hurt the good team for shit. It might have looked crazy on camera. However, there was a purpose of being there.